I have to make this video because I made it in a writing and the writing is too goddamn long. So we're in this house that we're renting obviously. And I decided to buy my son a 1,000 gallon pool, which actually isn't a lot. Um so according to Sewage and Water Board, which is our local water providers, it's 866 per 1,000 gallons, period. There's no other way to calculate that. So before I got my son the pool and filled it, I actually went on a website. I was being very respectful as a tenant. And I went found out the price per usage, and I was like, cool, I'll just give him 10. It's 866 per 1,000 gallons. I was like, I'll just give him 10 with the rent. All right. So he comes to get the rent today. He never knew I had the pool, none of that bullshit. Okay. So he has three houses. Two of the houses are sharing 1 meter. Okay. That's a flag right there for one. Okay, so I end up putting the extra $10 on the money order with the rent. And I was like, yeah, so I put an extra 10 on the rent because I brought my son a 1,000 gallon pool and I just wanted to pay for my usage. Besides, washing clothes and taking a bath, shit like that. Oh, I knew my water bill was going up a bit higher. It's normally like $200. Now it's 370. That's a bit much. I'm not used to paying that much. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a picture of that because you should have asked me to put a pool in the backyard first. I'm like, oh, so I had to ask you to put a pool in the backyard? Like, I understand you're the landlord, but I don't have to ask you to put a pool in my backyard. Like, it's just certain things that landlords don't understand. If you're gonna rent a house out, rent the bitch out. Don't act like you still living there like I'm your roommate and you gotta tell me what not to do and what to do or take this down. He came in my backyard and took my son's bike off the fence in the backyard. And I put that bitch back up there. Don't come doing things like you living here because it bothers you. I don't give a fuck. I pay $1,000 to stay in this regular motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Period. So he going, oh yeah, because my water bill was just getting too high. And I'm listening to him and I'm like, damn. So just because I told him I have a pool, he about to sit up there and act like out of three fucking houses, I'm the reason his bill is going up. So some, yeah, because I don't want nobody constantly filling the pool up. I say, baby, hold on. First of all, I fill the pool up once. I shock it, I treat it, I make sure that water is going to last him for at least till the middle of the summer. And after that, that's it. I didn't tell you because I got a pool, I'm constantly filling the fucking pool. You know what I'm saying? People just be so busy doing the most. Let's not mention when he changed the ice box out of this house when he brought the cheap one off Facebook and it burned out within 2 months of us living here. A motherfucking he scratched my motherfucking LCD LED off my TV. So on the TV that's on my wall, there's a long ass white line where no color shows, no picture shows because he ended up scratching the LED off it. So no pixel or nothing shows. So I have to watch my TV with a long line in it. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't mentioning all that. So he's been showing me some shady shit. And you're supposed to always keep your documents together when you move in anybody's house, no matter how nice they are. But the moral of the story is just own your own house. I know it's not easy for everybody to do so, but if you can, please make that a goal. Everybody's been home. Like you're getting your rent for one during a time where no one even has money to cover rent. I'm making sure you get your rent because I'm not trying to pull that coronavirus bullshit. You're gonna get your rent. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, I'm giving you money towards me using 1,000 gallons of water, which is nothing but $8.66. I gave you $10. You know what I'm saying? Don't act like I owe you double that because of it. The principle is I was respectful and I paid you for my usage. I could have just filled the pool and not gave a fuck at all, and then it would have been problems there. It's like no matter what I do or how I try to handle the situation, when you're renting from a landlord, they are very, very fucking cheeky. And that's the point I'm making. I'm not about to sit here and be treated like I'm a 17-year-old living in my dad's house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was respectful enough to pay for my usage. I didn't have to do that, but I did because I felt like it's out of respect as a human being. There's no way as a landlord I would sit there and tell somebody they have to ask me to put a pool in the motherfucking yard. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they're paying me for the water that they used one time. This is not a constant thing. I never filled the pool once and filled it again. That's not what's going on here. It was a one-time fill, and I told him that I had a pool back there, and I said, here, there's extra money on the, the money order because of the usage of the pool. This motherfucker acting like I'm the reason to build up. No, you're not gonna sit there and act like everything that's going wrong is my situation. I don't even go outside. I don't bother people. Like, there's tenants that do the most here, and he has nothing to tell them. There's many situations that happen, and it's like he always come to me and always make it seem like it's over here. You know what I'm saying? We were here for 2 years. Everybody else been here less than a year. But you gonna have to find somebody else to live in this bitch, because at some point I'm just about to try to find another place to stay. You're gonna deal with that with a lot of landlords. And don't ever think a renting property is permanent, because that's never going to happen. I'm more of a subtle person, so when I rent, I would like to stay in a place long enough to stay there for a couple of years. But my goal right now is working on, just owning property. We own property, but of course, I'm not waiting on a relative to die to fucking inherit property. I love my dad to death, and without him, we wouldn't have the mannerisms of being homeowners. So when I rent people's homes, I take care of them. I'm not a destructive ass renter. You know what I'm saying? So long story short, on your own shit. So that's what I have to say, because he kind of rubs you wrong. And I've been letting it go for a couple years, like the little slick shit he's been doing. He's one of those landlords that was fucking with one of the tenants and kept his wife away. The tenant and me got into it because she felt like when I paid my rent, she felt like I was trying to flirt or some shit. Bitch, I'm not about to flirt to pay no rent, bitch. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? That didn't last long. Now we have this little ugly bitch that moved next door, the white bitch who called the police saying I was abusing my child. He came knocking on the door, talking something, just keep it down. First of all, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm gonna need you to stop beating around the bush and just explain to me what you're talking about. Don't come in like everything facts. Just stupid shit. So he's been rubbing me wrong for the past 2 years. Now it's like, oh, I told you I have a pool. I'm literally saying, hey, I put extra money with the rent because I got my son a pool. Oh, you should have asked me to fill the pool first because my bill has been going up. Bitch, the pool I fill won't even be on the bill you just got. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know what the fuck you talking about, but the moral of this story is try to own your own property. Y'all have a good day. COVID and chill.